welcome to my channel. Today I am going to talk about series that I have read but not finished. I have a lot of series that I have not read, and I have a lot of series that I need to finish reading. First, and there's other series I'm rereading. So let's go with the series that I need to first finish off. And it's this series right here. This is called Magic Kingdom of Landover for Sale Sold. And this is a Magic Kingdom of Landover. And this is about Ben Holiday and he finds this model of a castle and he buys it. And he then gets transported into that world. So he's in the model. And this is a really interesting story. It's got different characters and very interesting plot. And obviously there's magic, mystery, and suspense. It's one of those novels that, yes, it is fantasy. It says fantasy right here. I love the writing because Terry Brooks is actually a lawyer, so it's really interesting how he brings like suspense and crime sort of into his fantasy novel. The next series, I have only read the prequel, and this is also by Terry Brooks. This is The First King of Chandeleur. It took me a while to read this, probably like 2 or 3 years after I received it. I received it on my birthday one year because I love Terry Brooks. And this was not part of the Landover series. And so it took me a while to read this book, and then when I did, I really loved this book. So I do have, and this one has Volume 1, Volume 2, and Volume 3. This is the prequel to the Chandeleur series, I believe. Yeah. So, yeah, it's really good. The series I need to finish is Eragon, another fantasy book. Man, we have a theme going on here. This one is by Christopher Paolini, and he was like 18, I believe, when he wrote this book. He was really young when he wrote this book series, and I got the second book, third book, and the fourth book. I got all of the books out, so I'm hoping to give it a go and see where it leads me. I absolutely loved this book. This book was definitely better than the movie, I believe, and I definitely loved this book. It had my favorite character was a cat who basically, like, who kind of led the main character, Eragon, to like, different places and stuff. It's really, really good. The next series I need to finish, and I haven't gotten these books yet, is The Magic and the Healing by Nick O'Donoghue. And this is very, it's not as popular. I bought it in discount. It has a beautiful map of the little area. And this is about Crossroads, I believe. This is about a girl named BJ, and she's studying in veterinary school. She also has some problems throughout the novel, which I'm not going to even go into. And she has to do her she's in her last year, and so she ends up going to Crossroads, which that's her professor takes her to Crossroads to do some I guess surgery on mythical creatures. So we have like unicorns, centaurs, griffins. Really interesting book. I love it. I love the ending. I love the whole book, and it was so good. The next book series I need to complete is Wild. This is the Moral series by Tamara Pierce. Tamara Pierce is an excellent author. I have read her Lioness Quartet series. There it goes. And this book is about Diana, who's 13 years old, and she goes and she knows how to speak to animals, but she's obviously speaking like me, you know? And she learns how to control her abilities to speak to animals, and there's some other characters that we meet in this novel. This is kind of a reminiscence, I think. It's really good if you love animal books and fantasy, so yes. And this book has 3, and I only have the second one, which is Wolf Speaker, and I'm planning to get the other 2. Next series I need to finish, yeah, last series, is The Lightning Thief by Rick Riordan. This one is so great. This is a mythological, I would say mythology retelling. It takes place with Percy Jackson and other characters as well. And Percy Jackson is in middle school and stuff. At the end of the school year, he meets Grover, and Grover shows him this camp, a camp, Mount or Olympus or something, and he ends up becoming a half-blood, which is half god and half human, and he goes into this half-blood camp, I guess. And it's just really, really amazing series. It really reminds me of Harry Potter a little bit, because it's an adventure. Every book is a new adventure, a new story. And I really, really love this series. So I'm getting to the last 2 books. The next series I have to finish is Wicked, the Wicked Years, and I have read this one. This one I've read a while ago, but I absolutely love this book. It's so good. The play is okay and it's pretty good, but it's not as good as the book. The book is really good. I plan to read the 2nd book in the series and the 3rd book in the series, and I want to read the 4th book. I have read the 3rd book in the series, The Lion Among Men, which is also really good as well. I don't think you have to read these in order, but I'm going to try to read Sons of Witch. The next series I have to finish, this is the 3rd book in the series, so yeah, I totally read it without even realizing it was a series book, because I didn't really know what was going on, but it was still, I rated it 3 out of 5, and that's not being a bad book or anything. So I am going to get the 1st book and the 2nd. The next book I have to finish in a series is Interview with the Vampire by Anne Rice. I read this book. I absolutely loved it. I do have a review of this book, and I definitely want to, I'm going to read the 2nd one. It's going to be awesome. The next book we have is Seize the Night. I still need to read, I think, her other one, which is No Mercy. So yeah, really excited. The next series I need to finish is The Dead Until Dark. This is the 1st book in the Sookie Stackhouse novels.